Peace Reflections. Welcome back. The truth to your reality. The truth to my reality. Now, we'll start this video off by saying, I'm the only one in existence. You are the only one in existence. Existence. Nothing else really fucking exists. Nothing else is real. This isn't real. Take that F out of life. Shit's a lie. This shit don't exist. I'm gonna tell you why and how. But take a look around. If you see any people, those are all you. Those are all projections of your mind. You can't even interpret those people without interpreting them through your mind. You get what I'm saying? They have their own energies, their own life. But those people can't even be interpreted unless through your mind. You get what I'm saying? In your reality, that's how you think. This reality is all a figment of your imagination. It really don't exist. Like as if you were in a dream. When you leave that dream state, when you're resting and you're dreaming up a whole new reality, right? And you leave that dream. Are those people in the dream still there? You're not, so does it really matter? You know what I'm saying? Take it from this perspective. Take it from another perspective. How do you know that this isn't all just a test? Oh, well, you do know it's a test. You do know it's an obstacle course. You do know that it's a proving ground. Listen, reflection. I say reflection because what are you? A reflection of my mind. You're me. You are me. And I am you. Vibrating on different frequencies. And what happens? We vibrate on different frequencies. You and I, at the same time, are each other. Experiencing our own realities. While experiencing both together and everything else all at once. You know what I'm saying? But this one piece can't mentally, or not even mentally, but physically feelize in its form. Like, I can't feelize you in your form, but I am you. And on a greater scale, I am, like, operating you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's kind of scary to think. It's kind of, like, wild to think. Now, you gotta study, there's many things you gotta study. You really gotta study, you gotta know the sciences of life. Chemistry. Start with chemistry, then biology. I'm still getting on these. Chemistry, biology, epigenetics. You know what I'm saying? Quantum physics. You really gotta understand. You gotta know where you belong, what you are. The holographic fucking universe. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know what I'm saying. But if you don't, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna teach you. Holographic universe. The first Hermetic principle, all is mind, all is mentalism, shows that everything you see is a reflection of you. Everything's an interpretation of you. That's why we study our natal charts, because it gives me a map of my mind. Gives me a description of how I think, of how I feel, my intent, my emotions, my ruler. I have a Cancer sun. That rules a Cancer sun in the 11th house. You didn't know that there was a house. You didn't know that there was a moon in Sagittarius. Wait, what? In the 4th house, what? Which is Cancer. I got a Cancer sun in Aquarius, which is the 11th zodiac sign. 11th house is Aquarius. I got a moon in Sagittarius in the 4th house, which is Cancer. You know what I'm saying? My moon is my emotions. My sun rules my entire chart. I got a Mercury which is my intellect, which is how I think, which is how my body, my mind intellectualizes what I'm thinking. You know, how it intellectualizes my heart, my intent, my Venus. My Mercury is how my Venus, which is my intent, is intellectualized. So I got a Venus in Cancer in the 10th house. I won't go through my whole chart. The Venus is your intent. You got to get your whole chart. You get your whole chart done. And on your whole chart, you study thyself. And that's just your mind. But it's taking that one step. Because you want to know. I wanted to know. That's why I did it. I really wanted to know. I believed it and I saw it and I'm like, okay, let me go. Hold on. I didn't believe it right away. I didn't believe astrology? Like my horoscope? You want me to go study my horoscope? God. Oh, okay. I was in this real awakening stage. I was like, I noticed that. And I was like, all right, let that go. Let that go. This man, Master Chief Eligio the Christ, the most honorable Master Chief Eligio the Christ, has been teaching you some crazy divine ass, true, pure, original knowledge. And I was like, okay, let me give it a chance. And I looked it up, put in all my information, my location of birth and the time. And I was like, all right, let's look it up. All right, this is different. I ain't seen shit like this. Let me read this. I'm reading this shit. Yo, how the fuck did it know? How did it know that? Wait. And then I'd read through it, and then later on throughout that day, I was one to always sit and ponder. I was always one to sit and just think. You know what I'm saying? Just chill and let my mind fly the fuck away. And whenever I would really, basically what I'm saying is, when I read through that chart, and I basically read through that chart and I sat down later, and I was pondering throughout my thing, and I was just pondering throughout my life, and I was like, yo, I really make these moves, and I really move like that, and I'm really a super emotional person. I got really strong Cancer energy throughout my chart. I make things look good. Like I got a home environment person. I'm like real family type. I like to make things look nice. I got a Virgo rising. You got a fucking rising sign. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time of which the sun was rising, or where the sun was, your rising sign. Where was that at? Where was that alignment at? You know what I'm saying? I got a Virgo rising. That's how I come off to people. I come off as super fucking intelligent. I come off because Mercury is ruled by Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's a sign that I come off to people as. I come off as super fucking intelligent, super fucking what is it? Tidy and neat and organized. But at the end of the day, I'm not like that. You know, no. I am like that. What am I saying? I got a lot of fucking Cancer energy. So it's like, those are two signs that go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't trying to go too much into my chart. I ain't trying to go too much into my stuff. You know what? Yeah, I kind of am. It's like, those are compatible energies. You can see, I'm gonna come off a certain way to you, but I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that grounded. I do get emotional. You know what I'm saying? I am bouncy. I am jumpy. I ain't gonna just sit back. You know what I'm saying? Because Earth can sit back a lot and wait to make a move. I don't do that much. You know what I'm saying? I got the least in my chart is Earth, which is like grounded energy. I got a lot of water, which is emotion, Cancer energy. Next is fucking, I got Cancer and air as my sun sign, which permeates through the entire chart. But I got a lot of fire, you know what I'm saying, which is like another emotional sign, which is logical, but really, it's really emotional. Water and fire are really emotional. Those are Those are my dominating energies. You gotta look at, if you want logic and like strict reason and like, you gotta look at earth and air. You know what I'm saying? I'm water and fire. My shit's like, I got earth and air in there. It's water and fire that's like emotional, like it's emotional as fuck. Like earth and air is like, so you study your mind. You study your astrology. You get your astrology done. You look through all of your chart. You know thyself. You study the holographic universe. You look at the holographic universe. What is the holographic universe? It shows you that everything outside of you is received through senses. Through your eyes, your ears, your taste, your touch, your smell. So tell me something. How can you experience the outside reality if you live in your mind? With senses, right? If you, with these senses, experience the outside reality, that means you live inside your mind, right? You live inside your mind, right? You're in your mind getting signals. Signals are being sent to you in your mind. You know what I'm saying? You're being projected into this body, first of all. In your mind, though, in your mind, where you think you are, where you operate this vessel from, you get what I'm saying? In the mind, signals are sent to this location so that you can understand and interpret everything around you, right? Right? Holographic universe shows us. I'll leave a link in the description. Holographic universe. You in your mind receive electrical signals from your eyes, from your ears, from your mouth, from your nose, from your sensory receptors. You are in your mind receiving electrical signals on the external reality. You're not even here. This is all a fucking illusion. This shit really doesn't fucking exist. How can your mind understand the outside world if it's encaged and fucking enclosed in darkness? How can it interpret what the eyes are seeing if it's in darkness? How can the brain, look at it, how can the brain tell the eyes what they're seeing? Because the signal comes in and gets interpreted. How does that work? Because in here has never seen the outside. How can this guy tell me what this guy's seeing? How can this guy tell me what's going on? How can this guy hear that? I want to know. Like, I really want to know. Does anybody understand? You understand this is an illusion, right? It's all false. It don't exist. It's fake. It's a dream. Everything. I'll leave that for you to study on the holographic universe. Study that for yourself. But there's still so much. There's so much for you to understand. You have to know. Now, if this reality is false and it's bullshit and it don't exist, it's not bullshit, but it's what you perceive it to be. You get what I'm saying? It's controlled by your mind. So if it's all in your mind, what are you thinking? Because now you know it's all in your mind. It's all that which you think. It's a dream. Your dreams are based on your thoughts. Yo, what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna continue to think bullshit? Are you gonna study yourself and utilize that information itself to develop your passions, your hobbies, and basically permeating, not permeating, but perpetuating the development of human life, the basically stopping what Babylon is doing to the planet? Basically, are you going to bring attention back to life, or are you going to continue to be a demon? Because the truth in life is nature. And once you find nature, not even once you find nature, once you find the truth about you, are you going to use it to get into nature? Are you going to use the truth in you in a righteous way? Are you going to use the truth? Because you belong in nature. Simple as fuck. You don't belong with rubber on your feet. You don't belong with GMO foods. You don't belong where there's more UVA sunlight. Listen, that system's fucking you. You don't belong in that fucked up water. I don't want to tell you all this because you can look at my last video and you can see all this shit. You can see all this shit. Reality is your mind. It's whatever you think it is. You live in your thoughts. You created this reality with what you were thinking last time. Last night, you created this AM. You know what I'm saying? Last year, you created this year. This year, you're creating next year. Next 10 years, you're creating the next 20. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on your shit. You gotta be in the tropics, near the equator, where the sun comes down, hits the fucking UVB rays, hit the earth. You know, in that sunscreen bullshit you wear, is actually meant to block out UVB rays, the sun rays that you need. UVA causes cancer. UVA is the one that's been known to cause more cancer. That's the one that shows up where there's less sun. UVA shows up where there's less sun. Like where you get less sun, it's like you only get UVA. Alright? The government gives you sunscreen that blocks out UVB and amplifies UVA. How do you feel about that? That shit ain't helping. Fucked up water, pharmaceuticals, pus. They feed you pus, my nigga. They feed you pus. Milk, cheese. Feed you pus. And what do you focus on? What are you focused on? Nigga, you eating pus. You eating pus. The blood of a fucking cow. You're drinking that. You're cooking that into your fucking food. For taste. For taste. You kill animals. No. It's not honorable. It's not honorable to kill an animal in the abundance of fruit, in the abundance of grains. It's not honorable. The abundance of fucking vegetables. You ain't honorable. You can't even interpret fucking reality properly if you're eating animals. You got too much stress and fear in your fucking body because the animal was tortured. It's energy. You think you think that's gone? You think that fear and anxiety and the fucking the pain, you think that's gone from within that meat when it gets cooked up? That's like saying fucking chlorine gets cooked out of water on the fucking stove. all false. Reflection, you know what it is. I love myself. Peace.